Good morning, students. We are seriously entering into the chapter. Now, let us see. A question is given: what is a nation? Because our chapter deals with nationalism. So, a nation is a group of people. It's a culmination of a long past of endeavors, sacrifices, and devotion. A group of people whose unity or coming together is created because of long devotion, effort, endeavors, and sacrifices. Just not simply they have come to that position. So much sacrifices they have done together, so much effort they have put up there for that. And after all this effort and sacrifices and still they feel that our effort and sacrifice is good. That feeling, that is. So all the members of that group feel that they are one, they have put up the same aim there, same kind of thinkings they had in achieving that target, and they have feel that they are one. So that kind of feeling, that is the nationalism. It's a culmination. Culmination means the topmost end. A nation is the culmination of a long past. It is not 1 day or 2 days, a long past. Things that have happened. So it is not one generation or two generations. Many generations might have worked to achieve something. Long endeavors, efforts and fights and frictions, sacrifices, leaving everything, not having food, no using the time for institution or for achievement or something, family problems, maybe death may take place, you may be attacked, you may be bedridden, having so much sufferings for this cause, not for anything else, such a situation, and ultimately you have a devotion. A heroic past means heroic activities of individuals or some persons or group, great men. In Indian context, we can see Gandhi, Nehru, and all those members who have sacrificed, Subhash Chandra Bose, members who have sacrificed their life and their effort for the nation. Glory. That is the social capital. That is a total investment. Because based on that only we have come to the nation. We have come to a joint effort or made up an area of us, which one based on a national idea. All these things will create a nation. So there can have the same language, even if language will be different, all those things can happen in the nation. In a lecturate, so now we will go to the person who has given definition about nation. It was in a lecturate when he gave a lecture in a university of Sorbonne in 1882. The French philosopher Ernest Renan outlined his understanding of what makes a nation. So the definition which we have read already is by Ernest Renan in 1823. He has given in 1882 the definitions of it. What is a nation? The national feeling. The feeling of oneness among the members who are living in a particular area. That's the main theme of a nation. We are all one. We may have different backgrounds. We may have different languages, different culture, different religion. That is. The lecture was subsequently published and famous essay entitled Quest Connaît Nation. What is a nation? Just in French language. This essay Rangan criticizes the nation suggested by others that nation is formed by a common language. There should be a common language, he tells. Others are criticizing it because he has told there should be a common language. It is not necessary for a nation to have a common language. The feeling of the people is important. Past glory is important. Past common effort is important. Sacrifices made by the people, it is not compulsory. It tells there should be a common language, a race should be there, and religion should be there, he tells, or territory. But territory is needed, some areas needed where people of having same sentiments. That's the nation. So they are criticizing him because he was putting up this way. He has told there should be a common language. Because in European society, a nation was formed based on a common language. You think France, language is French. Go to Germany, German language was formed. If you go to Spain, Spanish. If you go to Italy, Italian. Like that, every important nations in Europe have got their own language. So, the language was one of the important. And religion, Europe only Christians were there. So, he has given that religion also should be there, same. So, the language, religion, to come together with all past glory and endeavors, a nation will be created. That is what Renan is saying. But many others tell, no, it is not criteria, it is not compulsory, it should be the feeling of the people who live in a particular territory, an area. If they feel that, they are told, having differences of opinion. If they have got other matters, they have eat different style of food, different dress they wear, different language they speak, different religion they have. In a common matter of a feeling of that idea of nation, together they are ready. It is called nation. That is what he is telling. Now we will come to the liberty. In a nation, each nation wants to be free, not to be ruled by everyone. We want to be independent. So he is telling, that is why, so the Statue of Liberty is given a female figure. Liberty, if you put a statue, this female figure is given. Because in Roman civilization, ancient Roman civilization, the liberty is considered as to be a female. So that same idea was taken. When the picture was drawn, Statue of Liberty was not installed in America. Before it was installed, the picture was made by Frederick Seymour, the first picture of our testament. There you see in the hands of the statue is a cross. The cross is there. Nothing else. But in the Statue of Liberty that is located in New York, a torch is there. Okay. So the statue that is there in the textbook was an earlier idea. Statue of Liberty had come after so many years of that already. After this picture was drawn by Frederick. So that is the difference. Stereo had drawn a picture. The rights of men and what are these? She is having in her hand the book Rights of Men. The French ideology. Rights of Men and Citizen was written after French Revolution. So those rights of men and citizens that were published were said to be in the hands of the Statue of Liberty. Because that was there. And we come to that, all these things, all these ideas are against absolutist institutions. There in that picture itself, you can see when you open the test, you can see the picture. Downside, you can see crown and all things are broken and thrown. So the absolute institutions means the kingship is broken, the power of the structures, everything is broken, everything is destroyed. Now, liberty, equality, and fraternity is going to take place in the world. That's what the picture is. And this, when you say all these things are such an utopian vision. The vision that is propagated by Frederick Serieux is an utopian. Utopia was a book written by an author named Thomas More. In his book, he has described about a place where everything looks same. Every houses are colored the same. Every house surroundings are same. Everything is same. Every citizen looks same. Everybody has same kind of uniforms. And that is utopian, which is never possible because everything cannot be made. There will be some difference. Human beings, differences are there. So equality is not possible. But equality was planned in the brain of Thomas More. In his book named Utopia. Utopia means something that is not reality, which cannot be really implemented in our day-to-day life. That's known as utopia. So it is utopian vision. All these things that Serieux has told there are utopian visions, and because America is leading, France is leading, that is what is told. So in that picture, you can see identified through their flags and national costume. Different countries can be identified in the line that people are moving towards Statue of Liberty. And everybody moves, they are offering things to goddess or a female Statue of Liberty. So how they are identified? They are identified with their national costume and their flags. Each country is, and leading country is said to be United States because that is the first country which has come into a nation, having its own constitutions, its own administrative setup. So first one is said to be United States. Then we can see Switzerland, by 1848 France. But Germany had not become a unified nation or having its own flag and its own system of governmental system in 1848. You see, Frank, we are going to study the unification of Germany. It has taken place later, not in the beginning. So when the picture was drawn, Germany was not known as Germany, it was known as Prussia. That is the situation. German peoples did not yet exist as a unified nation. Even Italy also was not. But he has drawn them as part of the people who have formed a nation or having developed a national ideology or having a feeling of nationalism. They are moving towards the Statue of Liberty and offering tributes to statue. This is what he has told in his. So that is what you must understand. Okay. Following the German people are the peoples of Austria. Capital of Austria is Vienna. Then we see the kingdom of the two Sicilies. Later they have become part of Italy. They are in the Mediterranean Sea, islands in the Mediterranean Sea. Lombardy, that also has become part of Italy. Poland is another country. England, Ireland, Hungary, Russia, all these countries one by one are following and they are offering tributes to statue. This is what Serieux has drawn in the picture. If you want to see the places, This is Spain, this is France, this is Italy, Poland, Germany, present Germany, Denmark, Austria here, this is Austria, this is Austria is here, this is Austria, this is Switzerland, this is England, United States of America, Russia, Hungary is here, like that, all these areas. That is the map of a time which Surya has identified. So most of the countries were considered European because they were only the countries who were developed or trying to become a nation state according to the ideology of Surya. Okay, thank you very much. Further steps we will see tomorrow. Okay, thank you.